Now that we have our lines and our shapes on the page, we're going to add some color. First off, with crayons. When you color with crayons, it's important to push really, really hard and not make it really scribbly like this. Does that really look good? Is that good coloring? I don't think so. Now let's look over here. When I color, I'm going to push really, really hard with my crayon, and I'm going to make lines right after another, so I'm filling up all of the little spaces with no white of the paper showing between my crayon lines. Now let's really look at my coloring. That side, the color's pretty even. This side, it's scribbly. Again, this side, I think, looks a lot better, and I'm going to continue coloring on this side until I finish my whole organic shape. Now let's start coloring our shapes with crayons. We're going to push hard. We're going to make lines right next to each other so we fill in all the spaces and don't see the white of the paper. Color as many shapes as you want. But after we're done with our crayons, we're going to get out our watercolor paints. If you don't have watercolor paints, you can just use the crayons and color in all the shapes that way, and that'll be just fine for this. But if you do, get them out. They're going to be fun to use. To use your watercolor paints, you are going to need a cup of water, your paints, and a brush. Get some water on your brush, and then bring it into the color you want to use in your watercolors. And mix it around. You don't want to push too hard into your watercolors. You just want the brush to go. You want to be soft, like you're petting a dog or a cat. A little bit of color will come off on the brush, and you can brush that color right onto your paper. Again, you should be pretty soft with the brush here too, kind of like you're petting a dog or a cat. Don't push hard. When you're ready for a new color, you can put your brush back in the water and wash it off and get a new color. Make sure your brush is clean. If you don't make your brush clean, some of the colors from your last color will get off in your new colors, and they'll mix in the watercolor tray. When a lot of colors mix together, they don't look as nice. You kind of get this muddy brown color, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So again, we mix our brush really nice in the water, wash it off, make sure it is clean, and then we bring it to a new color. And now I can paint like this, like with my yellow. And I know my yellow is going to be clean because I washed my brush. Keep changing colors until you color in all of the different shapes that I've made by making different shapes and lines over it. But make sure you're washing your brush. That's the important part. If you do that and then just let your paints dry, your colors will stay nice. They can stay nice for most of the school year like that. You ever been in an art class or somebody's house where they had kind of mixed up colors that didn't look good? That was probably because somebody wasn't careful washing their brush off really nice. So this project is all about practicing that. So when you paint, you'll have nice colors. So we're going to be soft with our brush. We're going to wash it. And we're going to keep going till we fill up our whole page. So there's no white of the paper left. When you're done with that, just let it dry somewhere safe. And let your watercolor tray dry out too. When your picture's all dry, don't forget to take a picture of it and post it for me to see, because I want to see your art too. And I hope you have as much fun with this project as I did. And I hope to see everybody soon.